Hey everyone, how you all doing? Blue here and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today we are back with another Spanish style house. This time we've gone ahead and included a bit more colour by adding yellow terracotta into the top half of the house, keeping the red bricks at the bottom and also gone with the roof as well. Now this is a very simple build to do, guys. It does require a few resources that are a little bit difficult to gather, but it can be done early game. I've also gone ahead and included the interior, but we will showcase that at the end rather than doing it as part of the tutorial, just to give you guys a bit of inspiration and some ideas of what to do with your house when you're done. Now, with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to need to build this. Okay, so before we get started, here is a layout of the floor plan. As you can see, it's a pretty simple layout. We've got the red block, which is 1 block, orange is 2, yellow is 3, blue is 5, green is 7, and pink is 8. Now I'm going to go ahead and run all of the materials you're going to need for this build on screen right now, guys, so be sure to pause the video if you need to so you can write anything down. But with that being said, let's go ahead and build this. Okay, using the floor plan, we're going to go ahead and fill in our walls with 2 layers of cobblestone. Once you're done, go ahead and fill the bottom layer with the flooring of your choice. I'm going to be using spruce planks. Once you're done, go ahead and add 3 layers of bricks on top of the cobblestone. Once you're done, go ahead and add 1 layer of spruce planks on top of the bricks. Okay, once you're done, go ahead and fill the second floor with your spruce planks, remembering to light up the inside if you're playing in survival. Okay, now go ahead and fill out the left hand corner with a 3x3 layer of spruce planks, evening the first floor out to a rectangle shape. Okay, using the yellow terracotta, we're going to go ahead and make a 7x8 block rectangle, making sure that we leave a 3 block space at the front of the build. We're going to go ahead and raise this until it is 6 blocks in height. Okay, using some bricks, we're going to go ahead and make a row across the front and the back edges of the build, overhanging on the left and right hand sides by 1 block. Okay, on the front of the build, we're going to go ahead and place a row of brick slabs just in front of the bricks on the lower half of the block. And then at the back of the build, we're going to do exactly the same. Okay, starting on the left hand side here, we're going to step up the roof with the slabs, making sure that we bring it to a point in the center. We're going to repeat that on the right hand side. And then we're going to just join them together across from one side to the other. Now take your yellow terracotta and go ahead and just fill in the gap inside the edge of the roof here, placing 2 in the center and then 1 across the rest. Do the same on the opposite side. Okay, we now have the base of the house complete. let's get our stone bricks, and from the left hand side at the front here, we're going to start at the bottom and we're going to place a row of 6 coming backwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to do 6 more to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then join it up to the building and fill in the rest of the space. Finally, we're just going to place one more on this corner. Okay, now before we move on, we're going to go ahead and just texture up some of the walls. So we're going to head over to where the bricks are, and we're going to just throw in some granite and polished granite, just a few of them randomly, not too many of them, just dotted here and there to create a little bit of texture. Once you're done, you should have something that kind of looks a bit like this. As you can see, we don't have too many in there, just a few, just to randomize some of the textures. Now, for the little stone brick platform at the bottom here, I'm going to go ahead and just throw in a few of our cracked stone bricks, again just to create a bit more texture. And we're also going to throw in some of the polished andesite blocks as well. Again, making sure that these are just dotted in randomly. Okay, let's go ahead and get in our doors and windows. So starting down at the bottom here, we're going to break a 2 block here for a doorway. We're going to break 2 blocks here and 2 blocks here for some windows. Moving up to the first floor, we're going to more or less replicate the same positions. So a doorway just here, and then a window here and a window here. So there should be a 1 block gap on the left, and then a 1 block between the windows, 2 blocks between the window and the door. Now, at the very top of the build, we're going to go ahead and break a 1 high window just here. So we've got 1 block at the top, 1 to the left, and we're going to do the opposite on this side of the build. Moving around to the left hand side of the build, on the same height where that little single window is, we're going to break 3 of them 1 block apart, so we should have 1 block gap all the way across. Now, if we come down to the lower part of the yellow terracotta here, we're going to go in by 1, 2. On the third block, we're going to break a 2 high window. Then we're going to leave a 1 block gap and place a 1 high window just there. Okay, so to support this little bit of the balcony here, we're going to come over to the left hand corner, leave a 2 block gap, and on the third one here, we're going to pillar up our cobblestone wall all the way up to the platform. And then on the front of this platform, we're going to place some upside down spruce stairs. Now, to finish off this balcony here, we're going to go ahead and add our fence all the way around the edge. And then we're going to place 2 more on the corners here and here. Okay, now on the left hand side, we're going to head to the back edge of the build where the planks are. We're going to skip this first block, and then we're going to place a spruce plank here, here and here. Okay, so they're 1 block apart. In the middle, we're going to put an upside down spruce stair, and underneath the 4 blocks, we're going to put a spruce stair plus a stair in front of them as well, like this. Put a slab in front of the stairs up there, and then same again, we're going to make a little balcony here. So let's go ahead and put our fence all the way around the edge, and on the corner we're going to place 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Now let's go ahead to all of our windows and go ahead and just put in a glass pane on the inside. I'm just using the clear glass panes, but you guys can use any glass panes of your choice. Make sure you go ahead and do this for all of your windows. Once you're done, go ahead and put in your doors. So you should have 1 on the ground floor. And then up on the first floor, we should have 2 doorways to both balconies. 1 here and 1 here. Okay, let's go ahead and create a nice cover for the balconies. So we're going to go to the left hand side at the front here, and we're going to come up by 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 4th one here, we're going to bring our campfires all the way out to the edge here. And if you wanted to, you could also overhang by 1. It's entirely up to you. We're going to do that all the way across until we get to the other side of the build. So we're going to bring it all the way over to this side here. Once you're done, go ahead and throw a water bottle or a water bucket on top to put the fire out. Now we're going to do the same for the little balcony on the left hand side here. So we're going to go ahead and place 2 fires, bringing them out just across the 5 gaps where the balcony is. And then we're going to go ahead and put the fires out on those as well. Okay, let's get in some final details. So starting down at the bottom here, we're going to go ahead and put in a slab just under our windows. On the top half of the windows, we're going to put a fence gate and open them up with a spruce trapdoor in front of them. Then in the middle here, underneath this edge, we're going to go ahead and put in a lantern. With a composter down in the corner here, we're going to put in a fence post just there. Some oak leaves on here, and then we're just going to fill this with some oak leaves or something just to fill it up and make it look like there is dirt inside. Just like that. Now, as for the top here, we're going to go ahead and get our spruce fences. We're going to fence gates rather, and we're going to put one in front of this window, one in front of this window, and then a spruce trapdoor on top. We're going to repeat that to the windows down the sides here. And then our trapdoor on top. This little window down here, going to go ahead and put a little shutter on. And then these windows underneath here, we're going to go ahead and put a 2-high shutter on this side. And then for the other one in here, we're going to put one in here. Just like so. Now, we're going to get our spruce fence, and from the pillar here where the wall of cobblestone is, we're going to just come around and right around the edge here, just place in our spruce fence like this. And then we're going to place a couple of cobblestone slabs on this side to create a little walkway leading up to the build. Now, go ahead and get your lanterns, and we're going to go ahead and just add a little bit of lighting in here. So let's go ahead and put a lantern about there and another one about there. And then round the side here, we're going to go ahead and place one right in the middle. Okay, using your spruce fences, we're going to start on this corner here. We're going to place one here and then one here, leaving a 1 block gap. We'll do exactly the same on this side. And then down the sides here, we're going to place one on every other block, right underneath the edge of the roof. At the back here, let's do the same. It'll be them 2 and then them 2. Okay, so there'll be a 2 gap in the middle and then one between these ones here. Now, I haven't added any windows at this side or this side, guys, in case you want to connect this, because this is kind of a townhouse kind of style. So this can be connected to a row of many houses. So I've left them walls plain. If you want to add more balconies or more windows, feel free to do so using the same designs that we've used on the build already. Now, with that being said, on the left hand side here, just underneath this little balcony, we're going to go ahead and place a row of 5 dirt or coarse dirt, and then we're going to surround it with our spruce trapdoors, making sure that you close them down. And on top, we're going to put a bunch of our lilacs. Okay, once you're done, you can go ahead and maybe add in some bushes. As you can see, I've added in a little bush down at the bottom here, and as you can see, it's kind of growing up like a vine into the roofs here as well. So you can go ahead and maybe break some of the campfires to make a nice little bush. And that's just about it, guys. I've added a few trees around the back there just to make it look a little bit nicer. But overall, I think this build has turned out really cool. Now, before we finish up, let's go ahead and take a quick look on the inside, and I'll show you what I've done with mine to give you guys hopefully a little bit of inspiration on what to do with the inside of yours. So as we come in the front door here, it goes behind us, we come straight into what is a little stairway that leads up to the first floor. So it kind of curves, as you can see. We go round and then round this side as well. I've sectioned it off with some oak trapdoors, and we've got a few barrels hidden underneath the stairs there for some extra storage. We've got a little kind of breakfast bar here where you can sit down and eat. So we've used our stair with the oak sign. And then we've got a little table here that is made up with some oak stairs upside down and a slab in the center. A few flower pots and some item frames with some flowers in for some little details. Over here we've got a bit of a kitchen. So we've got a little side over here. So we just got a slab with some of our spruce signs on it and then a flower on top. For the kitchen itself, we've used barrels to look like some storage cupboards. We've put in the lectern up the top there, facing the opposite way around, so we faced it this way. And then put an iron trapdoor underneath to make it look like a little bit of a vent that would take the smoke out. Some smokers down the bottom. Some slabs here with some spruce signs again to make it look like part of the kitchen. We've got a little sink over here with a redstone hook, a tripwire hook rather. And then we've got our loom here, which looks a little bit like a kind of like a little drainage thing. So like where you put your bowls on that and the water would drain off of it. It kind of looks a bit like it, so I suppose it works. Crafting table in the corner. A little lever there just to look like a little hanging hook. Some more barrels across the top for storage. And that's about it for down here, guys. Nothing too fancy, but I think it looks quite nice. I like the look of this one. Upstairs we've got a bedroom, so we come upstairs, we come straight to what is a little bit of a cupboard. As you can see, we've got some doors here with a grindstone and a chest. Then if we go into the bedroom, you can see we've got some shelving going all the way up with a bit of storage on it. We've got some trapdoors on there, a plant, some paintings on the wall, a shelf, some bookshelves here with some bed, some more shelves with the oak trapdoors, and this time we've put in a crafting table, an anvil, a chest, a flower pot, a ender chest and a barrel, just to make it look a bit varied up here and just to add a little bit more detail. But it's like I said, guys, it's a pretty simple build. We've got two little balconies here, one on this side and one around this side, and I think that looks pretty cool. And that is just about it, guys. Like I say, it's a very simple build. The interior is nothing too fancy, but I think it looks quite nice and it'll work well in a little survival house to start out with. You've got a fair bit of storage in there as well, so you should have plenty to get started with. Anyway, guys, that just about brings us to the end of the tutorial. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to smash that like button, and if you're new to the channel, then please consider subscribing. Just don't forget to hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. But for now, this is Blue Nerd signing out, and I will catch you guys in the next one.